Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to conclude two-way ANOVA. One-way ANOVA, I had already explained you in my previous video. Two-way ANOVA means when we have more than two independent variables. And I'm just going to share with you one problem. This is the problem ANOVA two-way between groups ANOVA. An MBA aspirant was interested in knowing the impact of educational background. One group is arts, commerce, and another one in science and engineering. So, on the final placement salaries, whether these two groups give impact on the salary depends upon all these kinds of qualification. So, he is also aware that previous work experience has an impact on the salaries. Therefore, he chooses educational background and work experience as two independent variables. Based on educational background, respondents are categorized into two groups. One belongs to the arts and commerce stream, and the other belongs to the science and engineering stream. Based on previous work experience, respondents are again categorized into two groups, one with experience and the other without experience. Since we have two levels of each of the factors, this is called 2 by 2 design. A sample of 30 students is randomly chosen and their salaries from campus recruitment as well as information on educational background and work experience. For educational background, one represents arts and commerce and two represents science and engineering stream. For work experience, one represents students with experience and two represent students without experience, and salary is given in the multiple of lakhs. So here is you can see total MBA aspirants data is 30 students data. One means educational background. One means they are from arts and commerce background, and two means they belong to science and engineering background. But when we talk about the work experience, one stands for they have work experience, two means they do not have work experience. So this is the salary what these students they are getting with the combination of two independent variable, educational background and work experience. And that is multiple of lakhs. That means 8.50 lakh, 10 lakhs, 80,000, 9 lakh. This is the salary. So there is the hypothesis to hypothesis. Null means the educational background and previous work experience have no bearing on the placement salaries of MBA students. But alternate hypothesis said MBA students from science stream and or with previous work experience will get more salaries during their final placement. I have already explained you in my previous videos through SPSS this test. But today what we have to do, I am just telling you two-way ANOVA with the help of Excel. But I have taken some different example. This is an example. Let me explain you this example first. Two-way ANOVA, there is two kinds of MBA program or post-graduation program we are running in our MBA department. One is MBA, another one is MBA Data Analytics. These are the three subjects. One is managerial economics, organizational behavior, and business analytics. These subjects, both these programs, they are studying these three subjects. It's hypothetical data, it's not real data. And I just want to know there is any difference in between both these groups or and as well as there is any difference in their marks, column wise also and row wise also. Means there is the difference in between managerial economics marks and organizational behavior marks and business analytics marks, or business analytics managerial economics marks, right? And organizational behavior and business analytics marks. So I just want to compare all these things. So what I have to do, simply I will go to data and I will click here data analysis, and now you can see ANOVA single factor we have done, we had covered in my previous video. ANOVA two factor with replication, and third option is ANOVA two factor without replication. So here is when we talk about ANOVA two factor with replication, means exactly equal data we have in MBA general program and in MBA data analytics. That means total number of, that is the replication of number of the rows. Equal number of rows I have. 10 rows in MBA program, 10 students data, and same is 10 students data in MBA data analytics. So what I will do, I just want to analyze simply, and I will use ANOVA two factor with replication because my data with replication. So I will not use ANOVA two factor without replication. I'm going to use this two factor with replication. I will press OK. And this whole data I am going to select it. Rows per sample 10, because in my each sample MBA general program there is the 10 rows data, and same with MBA data analytics I have 10 rows. Alpha is 0.05. I want to create this data in my new worksheet. If you would like to have output range here only, so what you have to do, you can just press here and you can click on any row and you have to press OK. So what you have to see, this is the data. Now you can see this is data that is literally, just a moment, I will, yeah. This is my analysis. You can see here ANOVA two factor with replication. That is the summary. Summary means with all columns and all samples. You can see here, these are three columns. First column reflecting managerial economics, second column reflecting our organizational behavior, and third one is business analytics. Count is 10 in each subject and total is 30. Sum is this, the sum of ME marks is 663, organizational behavior marks 599, business analytics 707, and total marks is 1969. Average we can compare easily. This managerial economics average marks are 66.3, organizational behavior marks 59.9, and business analytics marks 70.7. And this is the variance you can see here. And now we come to the, here is, this is the summary. MBA data analytics summary is, that is the entire summary, but this is the only for the next program, that is MBA data analytics. Count is count, sum, average, and variance. And total is, this is the total is this number. And after that, we can go for what do you mean by ANOVA? What is happening here? This is the sample. Sample means we have two samples. Sample A is MBA general and sample B means we have MBA data analytics. That is the, right, this is the degree of freedom, mean square, F value, P value, and F critical. So, and this is the column data. That is the interaction among all the columns with all these programs. What we have to do, you can see here, we would compare both these things here, F value and F critical value. Here is F critical value, it is greater than F statistics. Then the P and P value is higher than 0.05. That means we are failed to reject null hypothesis, and null hypothesis said there is no difference. There is no difference between both these samples. So that means there is no difference. There is no difference in between MBA and MBA data analytics as per this hypothetical data. But columns. Columns you can see here, this is the P value, and this P value 0.006. You can see here in this value 0.006959, F critical, and this is the F statistics. F statistics is greater than F critical value and P value is less than 0.05. That means we can say, yes, there is significant alternate hypothesis will be accepted and null hypothesis will be rejected. Then we can say this is there is significant difference among the subject marks. I mean, there's a lot of difference, significant difference in among the managerial economics marks, organizational behavioral marks, and business analytics marks. An interaction that shows this is the, you can see F critical value, it is higher than, greater than F statistics value and P value that is much, much greater than 0.05. So that means here is we are going to accept null hypothesis and null hypothesis said there is no difference. There is no difference in the entire data. What happened? There is no difference in the marks as well as these programs. So that is the interpretation of this ANOVA when we are using two-way ANOVA. I hope that video would be helpful to you and I'm sure in the next video I'm going to cover up some more concepts related to statistics but using Excel. Thank you. Keep watching.